gonna have ourselves a fun time. Arguably. Yeah, no, I don't. I guess I have to go to the character sheet to cancel, do yes. And now, once I've done this, I can go into the load game options and load the Santa Monica the Asylum, which is where we had last left off. Now, we are going to have fun, because now we're headed for the... I'm a bit quiet, Sage. Just give me a second.
Fucking mayhem, bro.
Give me a second. If I'm a bit quiet, let me see. Let me see. Open sound settings. And the microphone. Indeed, the microphone is a bit quiet. Sound control panel. Recording. The microphone is indeed quiet. Is it better now? Is it better? I would argue it is better. And now you're going to tell me it's too loud. I mean, you never know. Either it's too quiet or it's too loud, but... So. Back into the game. So. Let's leave the disco. Because so we have less background noise behind us. So, we are headed for the Santa Monica Haunted Mansion. The spooky level. Well, one of the two spooky levels of this game. The second being the Ghost Crew. Now, of course, to me, this level isn't spooky at all because I've played it so many times.
Hey, baby. Need company?
I can do it in the back of my hand. Now, let's see if we can get... Hello, stop sign. No? Well, that's fine. Like, the Malkavian is going to talk with a stop sign eventually. But I guess it's not there. So before heading to the Santa Monica Haunted Mansion, we'll take some other side quests.
I don't care. I need to find him so he can find him. It's 250 grand of my money on the line here. Look, I'll talk to you later, okay? Let me know if you hear anything about either.
And here it be like this guy will give us side questions.
Hello there. How you been?
So because the font for the Malkavian is a bit wonky, I'll be reading those out loud. Just greetings.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24-hour bail bonds. My name's Arthur Kilpatrick. How can I help you?
Also, if you haven't noticed, there's no mouse hovering over the option, so I have to push the button. So if I don't tell you what option I'm going for, you kind of don't know what I picked. So, are you the K Master?
Huh? Oh, I see what you're yapping about. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Keymaster, huh? Might be worth trying. Arthur Kilpatrick, the Santa Monica Keymaster. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds kind of like a bad horror movie.
Do you alone hold the keys?
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
He isn't wrong. Is the lady by the sea so diseased? Because he's speaking about Santa Monica.
You mean Santa Monica? You sure got a strange way of saying things. This old burg has gone downhill in the past few years, if you ask me. Lots of shady types moving in, which ain't bad for business, you know what I mean?
And these shadows steal your keys.
You talking about bail jumpers? Yeah. As a matter of fact, we got plenty of those. That's why I got a bounty hunter for.
I mean, I am playing a Malkavian. Every now and then you will hear it whispers from the voice of madness echo in our heads. Hunting bounties sounds exciting.
You betcha. I used to do some bounty hunting myself back in the day. Takes a solid set of brass balls to make a good bounty hunter, I'll tell you that much.
And does your hunter have good balls of brass?
Yep, damn good. His name's Carson, and he's great at what he does when he wants to do it. I can't seem to find him now, though. He's pissing me off, to be honest. I need him to go find someone.
Maybe you need to find a different set of brass balls. Let the axe fall on this hunter of the bounties. Maybe I can find the hunting hunter.
Well, I don't feel right cutting Carson loose just yet. We go way back. I knew his father, too. Tell you what, since I'm stuck here, why don't you go look for him? Just real quick. I'll pay you for your time.
I'll dig up the hunter of bounties.
Great. I suppose the first place you should look is his apartment in Santa Monica Suites. Apartment 1, I think it is. Maybe you'll find something there to let you know where he's got himself to. Here's a key card. That'll let you in.
Take a test for me?
I'll bring him back, my jolly little jailbreaker.
Here, try this.
So, well, go do just that. Cause again, it's all about the side quests for the XP points. And when we get enough XP points, we level up our stats. And differently from Vampire the Masquerade, we accrue quite a lot of experience over the course of a night. Our sire must have been a very powerful level. So, also the reason I am increasing scholarship, arguably, is because it also helps in increasing research, which allows to read books, which allows to increase our abilities. And no, XP actually, rather than extermination points, would be something like excruciating pain points. Because, yes, it's going to be painful. I'm gonna put another point in computer. There we go. And it's going to be painful because, well, the game is filled with pain. And like, we're playing a Malkavian, we're not pretty much the most combat-oriented character. We have some options.
Mr. Milton, you know who this is, and I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed-upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
Hello.
Something I can help you with.
The night is as cold as a woman wronged.
Yes.
Falls into the flame.
A strange weight lies on your
I
shoulder.
don't see how that's any business of yours.
Dark and heavy your burden.
Goodbye, then.
I leave it to you. We'll meet again. But for now,
What'll it be?
in the air, spoiled scent. On the floor, rodent pellets. You sell filth here? Or I see a pale girl in my mind. Have you seen the pale girl too?
Is that a trick question?
Child of the surf and his beauty. Have you seen this couple before?
Let me think. Oh yeah, about 4 dozen a week.
Now, do the pale girls play here?
Pale girls. Like the Fitzsimmons albino. Yeah, she hasn't been in here in ages.
Like, the thing is, thin blood. Do you know this word?
Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
From where did the words thin blood enter your brain?
I know I've heard that before.
The pale, pretty flower girl muttered them, perhaps.
Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too. Just sat there all night with a full glass of water in front of her, talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here. You seem to know her. Why don't you give it back to her if you run into her?
But the flower girl is so close. She cannot come, so I will deliver them. This is again the Malkavian hinting you at what is happening or what has happened. And we can have a look at what we have here. A purse left behind, the girl's photo. And this is the bail bond for one Rolf Totten and Lily's key. we've gained quite a lot of stuff. Now, arguably, we can now head
Pandemic!
into
There's no hiding your true face to the judge.
here
Fool.
and seek out information on this Rolf Totten. Again, Tot is a German word which means dead. Coincidence?
What's shaking?
If you're new to town,
No. I guess it's here.
The Dead of Night. The only
So,
girl who will spend the
Rolf
night with you
Totten.
first thing in the morning,
SZ.
guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up.
Totten
Our
R.
next one.
There we go.
Gee, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who will be the lucky
We don't take the
caller?
hero
We've
in
got
this
the first shot
part.
at Deb tonight.
Oh well. So
who
he has a
knows?
red card. A red car. And where have we seen a red car? Dun dun dun. Well, there's a garage nearby. One might guess that's where we're headed. And indeed, that's exactly where we're going.
In the last days of the last days of mankind.
Now we're heading there, passing through darks. I mean, I already know where she is, make no mistake. But I'm just going through the motions for the extra experience points. And that's what I don't remember if I do get more or not. Which is why arguably I'm doing. Now the pawn shop is where you sell the extra items, so those will come afterwards. So, we're gonna have some fun. Heading into the parking lot and seeking out a red car. So, a red car here we seek. What's it gonna be? A diary? And a pipe which we don't need. And the diary. So beautiful. His name is Rolf and he's from Germany. And basically this is the whole story about when there's a kind of a lapse of a few months. Now, we do not know Rolf's clan. We do know he's probably either a Ventru or a Toreador and a thin blood or a very low generation at that. And basically that's it. Like, now we know that she sneaked into the blood bank and we can go to her. But that's basically the quest itself. Now we have to go back to the blood bank, step in, and we might anger the guy inside. But seriously, who cares? He's an asshole. Well. And anyway. Yes. Now, it might seem counterproductive, but to go down, you have to go up. But I'll explain what I mean, unless I can actually manage to get...
Need a fix? Employees
I need to
only.
enter this bloody
Them's
fortress.
the rules of the queen bitch herself.
Which royal dog
Now
you speak of?
serving number 75. Number 75.
I am no longer here. Yeah, I mean, he's never going to let you in regardless. But you can try your own luck. Just remember, from this point onwards, no Russian. No Russian. Now, let's see if we can actually... And we can! Good! Well, passcode 1969. Why do we need the passcode? Well, we'll soon find out. Slinking slowly in the shadows of the night. Yeah, the laundry has this fun thing which connects from one side to the other. This one is locked and cannot be opened. 1969, it's one of you, but I don't remember which. It's the only one which has a key card, so... No. Come on, open up. It's not you either. I guess it is the last one. No, so then maybe it was the first one. Huh. Coincidence. I am blind, after all. Yeah, there it is. Go away, you. I have a code to insert. So, 1969.
Doing that.
I'm sorry, voice. I
Shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
Who cares what mother wants? We shall do what we want. And guess who we have here? Hey there, Lily girl.
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
Uh-huh. Ah, a lost little sickling flower.
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Who are you, little sickling
Let me
chick?
go.
Well, I mean, we know it's Lily. I will free you from this fox's den, little flower. Again, I still cannot stand how ugly we look as a Malkavian. Like, there are...
You don't look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
I mean, this guy came out of nowhere. And I'll point out, she's been kidnapped for days to no end. You just killed him. I hope you realize that. How does it feel to be a monster, girl? A horrible monster.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
I mean, you wore the mask of a beast.
What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
You are not the darkness you were.
I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Are you the beautiful sickling flower?
My name's Lily, if that's what you mean.
You are the flower of E that comes before F and G.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
Again, why would you call someone E? That's literally not a name you should give a child. You and he are connected by strands of fin blood.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
Yeah, and in the Vampire Bloodlines 2, we will be playing a weak thin blood who can apparently do a lot of stuff. I get how low has the vampire society fallen that a filthy thin blood can do that which elders of a clan cannot. But anyway, child, continue weaving the tale.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am.
I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions. And I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
Seek out your thin-blooded lover.
He doesn't hate me anymore?
He misses your dark bloomings.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
The path is treacherous, as is love. And what do I receive for my midnight gardenings?
I don't have anything to give.
Cash money when next we've met, or I tell your lover of your maniacal murder. I mean, arguably he should know. I mean, you did kill someone, girl. Or I will forgive your debt. Farewell. Now, I'm not touching anything. This is automatic.
Go and let that bitch out. There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
What were we laughing about?
The price of a red nectar you were about to sell me. See? That's how you do things. I'll buy one. With a good lover, everything is forgiven. Everything. Every tiny thing is forgiven. Remember this well, children. For with a happy laugh and a good dose of dementation, you can do anything you want, pretty much. Or domination if you're a Ventru. Like, the first playthrough should be Ventru. Well, no, arguably. So, first you should play like a Gangrel or a Bruja for the fighting. Then a Ventru for all of the talking. And then you can play a Malkavian to just enjoy life and have fun. Now, why am I going here? Actually, now, let's see. I actually don't remember what's the command to open the journal. Inventory. The quest log. What kind of... Is that an L or an E? I mean, guess there's just one way to find out. I mean, if it's an L... Yes, it was an L. So, this is the quest log. This will not tell you where you have to go. It will just show you where some quests are. And how much Masquerade you've broken. How much humanity you have. And again, humanity in this game works differently from humanity in the role-playing game. The role-playing game, with a humanity of 9, I'm pretty much a saint. I cannot even squash a bug without losing the point of humanity in the role-playing game. And well, there's this Carson in apartment 1, and then I have to go to the ghost. And Fiend Blood, I should go talk to E. And I should look into the gruesome remains in Santa Monica's Pier. So I have 2 quests that require me to go to the Pier area, so I'll go do that for now. I'll just do the things in a roundabout way. The more XP I get, the better it is. I mean, the mansion isn't necessarily difficult, but yeah, no, I got the wrong way. See, even in this game I get freaking lost. There's like signs that are like miles big. But yeah, even then, I get lost. Good on me, I guess. Dash, dash, dashing on heaven's floor. Dodum, Do. Murdering enemies.
Stop doing that.
No, I'm gonna keep...
Mother shan't be too pleased.
I don't care about mother.
None too pleased.
I shall sing with whoever I want, whenever I want, whatever reason there is.
Evening.
I got the wrong one. It's that brooding guy over here.
Brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
Keep your flower pinned next to your
I'm gonna
heart.
be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the Jack comes out of the box.
Oh yeah, the Jack is gonna come out of a box. And see, here's us. And as a Malkavian, we already know he has exited his box. He's not in there anymore. He has already exited his box, but has not yet scared his children. I am gone. He's already out and about. And sometimes, maybe, he even has taken some driving lessons. Ooh. Make of that what you will, children of the night. For soon, reality shall ensue. Now, here's where things get interesting. Now, if the police catches you, of course, they're gonna attack and murder you. Because why wouldn't you murder someone who looks like this? Like, I would murder him. First things I do the moment I see him, he dies. So anyway, there's a police patrol over there. We're gonna stay quietly in the corner. But he's not moving. Now he is. He's a bit blind, admittedly, but we do have 2 points in stealth. And this is a relatively easy area to examine. And basically we just wanted the bubblegum. Because why not? And then we get kneel down again. And we go closer still to the thing. Because we want a good look at the body. Once you get the quest log updated, you can do in L. And then you can leave. Of course, the guard is still patrolling. Do not murder the guard. The guard is just there to eat his donuts and be happy. Just let him be. He's human. He's a human in America. He's already suffering enough for being an American. And I know. I mean, I feel sorry for them. Let them have their donuts in peace. And when we leave, bye, Thin Bloods. May the Gehenna find you tasty enough to devour in one full swing. And make it a painless death. Like, it's funny, because the actual Vampire the Masquerade word is pretty much like this. It's like very...
Corpse in the oven with peppers and fur.
Yes, I will definitely cook a body with peppers and fur. The spicy, the furry is one of my voice of furry. Oh, mother of God, that would explain everything. I have a furry in my head, and I'm usually partial to scales. See what I did there? See what I did there? I am enjoying this too much. I know. So, let's go back to my apartment. Because now there's finding out the Bondman. Bondman, na 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 na. And here's the thing.
Said you. Cranberry sauce. Hotel Foxtrot.
Uh-huh. Eloise said you cranberry sauce Hotel Foxtrot. I mean, sure. Whatever. So let's No? He still hasn't given me the money yet? He's playing a dangerous game, I give him that. So, he's in apartment. Wait, wasn't he here? Ah, no. He wasn't here. He was... Because here's the mistake. This is the shitty apartment for shitty people. He was in the nice apartment. Yeah, in Santa Monica South. Yeah, he lives in the nice side of town, not in the shitty one. He lives in here, again. Not that far away, but... So, square blood, that's fine. There we go. We've got Carson's apartment key. Would you look at that? Thanks to the inspection, we can find all the items. And I swear, I am blind because I would never be able to see.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
What do you mean cemetery runoff congealing at the door? What exactly are you even saying?
Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Uh-huh. And we can get the tattoo parlor key. This is locked, and I think it requires a lockpicking of 8 to open. And we have a lockpicking of 3, so yeah, no, we're not getting in until way later. We can get a point in dexterity. Arguably would increase everything. Or in stamina to increase our overall toughness. Or in security, which would increase indeed. And basically we make a choice. We can also get a point in obfuscate. This way we can actually move while invisible. Or to add 1 wits and 1 perception. I mean, wits does influence hacking. And perception influences inspection and ranged combat. Intelligence, research, and intimidate. Because you need to be intelligent to intimidate people. And for persuasion, well, it's scholarship and charisma. We could go with our scholarship, so we get persuasion to 5. Or hacking to 5. This requires 8 points, but we'll go with obfuscate, 2nd point. This way you can actually hide and move. Now, McGee, Control C, Imalia. Location. Tattoo parlor, key. The key is on top of it. Like, and how would we know the password was Imalia? Guess who's here? Like, the game would have you inspect every inch of the room, see Imalia, and go, ah, that's the password. Silly game. If I hadn't played you like 5 times already, I wouldn't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. So, let us go to the tattoo parlor. Before heading for the mansion, let's do all of the side quests that are here. But also, I need to remember. Now, the reason I'm actually taking this is that you never know when a book is actually level coded. Like, some kind of are. And so even if it increases the stat now, it doesn't do it later.
May I help you?
Only if you have a straight jacket. Oh, come on.
Yes, may I help you?
Come on!
Yes, may I help you?
Well. Ah, no, right, it's the tattoo parlor, not the prosthetic yet. Yeah, no, you're right. Silly me. It's first the tattoo parlor, then it's that shitty place. So, tattoo parlor first. Hello? Anybody home? No? There's like World War III, sure. Nobody's home? Well then, I could go. Seriously, who leaves the door open and then doesn't show up? But again, very nice drawings. I do wonder who made those. Like, some of these are questionable, but some are pretty cool, I guess. And some are just downright bizarre. But down we go into the cellar. Like, quick cash for modeling called Kimbo's prosthetics. This is the power thing, and here's the message. Wednesday, 22, Kimbo's prosthetics. Do I speak with a guy who cuts people up?
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
No, only with his phone. Can you solve the mystery of missing
I'm
McGee?
not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return?
I also seek missing McGee.
You are? Isn't that a coincidence? Why are you looking for him?
I'm a donut lover, sitting for secrets. I own the deed on that business. He is a friend of one of my personalities. I hunt bounties, and he is my prey.
Oh, I see.
Let us meet on this
I'd
McGee,
be
mister.
delighted to. Why don't you come down to my office and we'll talk about it?
Where is this devilish
I'm at the
darling?
end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimbel's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
I look forward to buzzing your basement. This does sound quite dirty, admittedly. Like, I look forward to buzzing your basement.
Very good. And might I say that you have the most colourful way of saying things. Very interesting dissection of the language. Well, anyway, speak with you soon.
I color the world with the hues of my madness. Farewell. Yeah, the Malkavian is the funniest one. Like, no holds barred down, no questions asked. It's funnier if you play it for second. Again, not for first, but for second. He's the funniest one you can ever have. So, and now it's off to a damn corner. I kind of jumped the gun, but the game doesn't let you in until it's... And off we go, off we go. Ignore the stop sign, off we go. Gimbos prosthetics. Hello!
May I help you?
Ha! The Limb Lord!
Oh, right. I'll buzz you in.
No two buzzes are the same. Hello, Gimbal. I have come to reclaim what is rightfully mine.
Hello! Welcome to Gimbal's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here about the missing Mr. McGee, am I right?
Yes! Tell me your name, Limb Lord.
Yes, forgive me. My name is Gimbal. Stanley Gimbal. But, oh dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Let us speak of a mysterious McGee.
Hmm? Oh, right. Mr. McGee. Well, as I told you, he was supposed to show up a few days ago for a photography session. Reference for my work, that kind of thing.
But McGee didn't show up for his mugshot?
No, he didn't. Earlier, I had asked him to take a few pictures of himself for my perusal. A sort of resume, you might say. And that was the last I'd heard of him.
What about Carson, hunter of bounties?
Carson? No. I don't think so, anyway. Oh, look. I know I've got some information on Mr. McGee back in my files. Do you want me to try and dig it up?
Dig for this treasure, Limblord.
Don't mention it. Just wait here a moment, and I'll be right along.
A moment is a slice of eternity. Farewell. Yes, the Malkavians are poets.
You have such beautiful arms. I absolutely must have them.
And you will, through your guts, as I rip your intestine apart and chew on your marrow, you psychotic madman. No. Well. See you soon, Chainsaw Maniac. Well, the Carnival of Death, very funny. We give him a tiny second, and then we move. And the music changes. Mannequins, whole mannequins, prospect. Amputees must wait up front. Why would I do that? The silence. And quietly, we open the door to his depravity. A tiny bit at a time. And the Malkavian voice does not help. It does not help. And the Phrygia's blood within. Is he a vampire? Is he one of us? Does not seem so. Why would he? There is a camera. And there is a pale green light to illuminate. But we slowly crawl our way down. And we find rooms that do not look good. But still, we advance. And we find a charnel house. You have a very detailed book on how to amputate a limb. But admittedly, this is his job. So, as much as this seems scary, there is still no sign that he is evil. Or what is evil? Now, this, on the other hand, may be an operation gone wrong. It could be. We do not know. But deeper we go, blood splatters on the floor. And then... well... when in doubt, wield a gun. Quietly crawl and find...
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job.
Who, Gimbal?
Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
Now, how do I open this curious cage?
What are you doing here? No. What are you doing here?
No, I wanted you to use the gun. The Veil of Madness is very useful, but
what are you doing here?
Unfortunately, it just gives you an opening, but you need to be strong enough to use it. Otherwise, murder is the only solution.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake.
Here's Johnny!
Ha ha ha, that's funny. Cut it with the Carson jokes, will ya? In case you didn't notice, this ain't exactly the Tonight Show down here.
Kilpatrick's the K-Master sent me.
He did? Oh man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
He has more bounties for you to hunt.
What? Oh no, man. No, not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
I shall tell him this troubling truth. Farewell.
Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Have fun. And McGee has indeed stopped screaming. For there is nothing left of him. He is dead. And we have a severed arm, a massive weapon of pain and destruction. Which indeed... when they say give him a hand, and it even twitches. Isn't that grand? Truly, what more can you expect? And what more can we find in this rotten place? Nothing, arguably. Well, McGee is indeed dead. We can now leave this place. And we need blood. We are a thirsty vampire. How can we expect to live without the sweet crimson nectar flowing through our veins? What will become of us if we do not drink? And well, we'll have to pay a prostitute for this. I mean, we could drink the blood banks, but we do have the money. And like, you just talk to her.
Baby, looking for a date?
Yes, how
For
much
you,
will my
honey?
purse be lined?
50 American dollars. Best money you'll ever spend. I promise.
My affluence is in line with your price tag.
I promise you won't regret it. Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
I will walk this way.
Baby, need company?
So here's the thing. Now, I'll bring her somewhere and she'll eventually stop me and say, yes, this is far enough. There's nobody around.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
With relish and mustard. And we basically drink from them. There we go. Not to drain. To replenish, but never to drain. And there she goes. A bit lightheaded, admittedly, but still alive. And she'll forget everything. Our blood is replenished. Our side quests. Well, we have to give it back to Kilpatrick. We have to tell him, hey, listen, your guy's gone. We'll do so. Then we'll head for the haunted mansion. I did say we're going to be doing it, and since it's a spooky mission, we'll do it late at night. Because again, it is spooky. Spooky, scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. Doo-doo. I'm just kind of kidding. I mean...
Gaze upon me and see reflected the contempt of Savior.
Yeah, I know, you've said that, we don't believe that. Hey!
What's shaking?
I found the hunter, but he'll not come back to hunt bounties.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
His itchy finger is a crazy trophy.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
I need some green for my diggings.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Many thanks, my jello junkie. And about the other little
I
bounty?
got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
Sing me a song, rotund one.
Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what.
You want to see if he still casts shadow on the Lady of the Sea?
Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal?
No bounties will be safe from me.
Great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
I may need a bow that fires bullets.
Well, I wouldn't normally tell you this, but since you did help me out, Trip down at the pawn shop. He's a little fried and paranoid, so he don't usually sell guns to anyone, but just tell him old Arthur sent you. He'll set you up all right.
Tell me of the footprints that the dirty one has left in the forest.
Footprint? Oh, you mean his record? Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out for this, that, small-time stuff mostly.
Why are you hunting his bounty?
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper.
I will go to
That's
the place
right.
of pose.
Marianne Murrieta, in them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful. You're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me?
At least one of myself has heard you.
All right. Come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
And then I will wander until the word wiggles. And now we shall head for this. Because again, side quests. Whenever possible, do the side quests. And you know, sure, the city is small. But it's pretty much got a lot of content in it. Even though it's a small town, small place, it's still packed with stuff you can do. And out of a dark corner I come. And here in Tripp's pawn shop I step in. Why? Because we're selling stuff finally. And buying stuff. Greetings.
Hey.
What?
How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or...
What is your true name, deaf dealer?
You call me Trip. I own this shop.
Ha! Deaf Trip!
Just Trip is fine. You new to Santa Monica?
The lady and I are old companions. A surprise that you and I are not.
It's not a big surprise. We get you faces through here night after night. Used to be more tourists, but now, I don't know, man. It's more like drifters.
Why do these transient souls
Beats
float
me.
here?
Santa Monica is dead. I don't know why anyone comes out here anymore.
Yet more death, while the shadow-cloaked killer runs free.
Yeah, it's freaking me out, to be honest. I'm open all night and Santa Monica police don't rank amongst the nation's most worthy.
What of a shadow-cloaked killer?
Oh, I don't know. I heard earlier someone at the pier got ripped up like that poor bastard in Long Beach the other day.
The truth is often a monstrous maiden.
I'll tell you, crazy stuff happens all the time, and it's like we just get used to it, you know, just going our way, do. But this, I don't know. These killings are chilling.
Armor yourself, Death
So,
Trip.
did you need anything in particular, or...
How much gold for your goods?
Here's what we got today.
And, as you may have noticed, doesn't really have much. But we can sell stuff to him. If we just want to get rid of some of this. Or some of this, like... There's very little need to hold on to the morphine once you've had it, or the purse. But you never know. Some items you cannot sell. I mean, he clearly doesn't want the severe arm, but at least you can see how much damage it does. And again, it requires melee combat requirement to be used properly. Otherwise, well... Let's talk with him
Thanks for
again.
coming back. What you need?
Let's see. The voices tell me you have a boomstick with my name on it.
Oh, damn it. Who told you that?
The Keymaster.
Huh? What are you smoking? More importantly, where can I get some? Look, I can't have people talking about this, you know? I'm not exactly properly licensed, and these weapons aren't precisely legal.
Show me the boomsticks.
Now, I appreciate your business, and I'll sell to you, but don't tell anyone else, okay? Keep your nose clean.
My head is moving up and down, isn't it? Oh, my tongue should be silent.
All right. Come and take a look, then.
And he sells ammo. That's it. 6 at a time. I mean, it is money well spent. For as long as you keep the revolver around, at least. But it's nothing like getting a shotgun. And shotguns are love. Shotguns are life. If you have a shotgun with incendiary ammo in the role-playing game, and you make a headshot, doesn't matter your generation as a vampire, you will die. And your death will be sweet, merciful release. For that is what vampires do. They kill one another with incendiary bullets.
Dry the corpse in the oven with peppers and fur.
Yeah, you already said this. You're getting repetitive, voice. Add some new stuff, like, I don't know, butcher the unworthy in the blood of the deceased, or something like that. You can do better, voice.
Hey, Mayor, Mike, look, I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
And this is as far as this quest goes. Because there is nothing else you can do now. You need to get to the new place in downtown. So, until then, we move on to the deadly mansion of Spookydom. Now, if you are afraid of jump scares, I mean, the voice has already made a good deal of it, but if you are afraid of jump scares, well, this is the time for you to change channel. Gonna go eat a rat, 'cause it's a tasty, tasty rat. See the map, we are there, and we're headed for the Ocean House Hotel. So down this way and to the left. The water is very nicely rendered. I give them that. We are headed for the Ocean House. We are headed for spooky violin house. Spooky, spooky demon cookie made with blood and bones.
Atlantic. Dark.
Dreaming. Sleeping. Cthulhu. 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 Jan Katan. In his dead house at Relia does dead Cthulhu lie asleep. For it cannot die what can forever lie, and in strange eons even death may die. Ah, see, voices, this is how you do it. Do you get it, voices? And we got the key. Oh no! Something's moving! I cannot leave, so I cannot see. Hello! Hello, spooky house! You missed! You missed, my boy. You missed. How does it feel to be a mistake, my boy? And you broke a lamp, my boy. The moths are not happy. The lamp is a holy relic of the moth. Doom da doom doom doom. Doom da doom doom doom. So, Spookyville, where everything is going to try hurting you, and we're probably going to suck at... See? Ghastly figure over there. Now it's gone. And there it begins. Now I never remember... Yes, objects are gonna jump in our way, and... there it is. Now... Moment... Yes, I know he's watching. He's right behind us. Well... Yeah, I know he wants to kill me, don't worry. Yeah, I see. No. No. Good boy. Oh.
Deep of the Atlantic.
Wow.
Dark.
I smell rancid
Sleeping.
Uh-huh. Like, here's the thing. Again, I know. So it's up the stairs. Well, it's not arguably up the stairs, because you'll see. Come on, I know you want to fall on me. Just do it already. See? Missed. You're missing, bitch. Well, that was a dirty shot. And straight up we go. And as we go up, we go down. Oh no. Look at me. Yes, now, of course, this place is incredibly dark. Now, if you have auspex, good. Otherwise... Come on, running lady. I know you're here. Run, lady, run! Laundry room. Where's the head? Come on, boy. Give me the head, my boy. Because I know you want to. I guess I still have to proc the event. Ah, right. I have to turn on the lights. I have to find the key.
Dark. Dreaming.
Uh-huh.
Sleeping.
Yes, Cthulhu of Tran. I already said that. Alright. Yes, and nice. Yeah. Do your thing. Hotel Hell! Child severed head. That was what we were looking for. Greetings. Ghostly man, Scheiße verdammt. Oh, the boiler room. Yes. Scheiße with an ice cream topping. Oh, look, he's here. Wouldn't you guess? He's not here anymore. We're gonna have so much fun turning this on. Now, I'm gonna save. Because this moment here is one of the most annoying ones, so... You can and will die instantly if you go too fast and you let the bullets, see, ricochet and strike you. See what I'm talking about? And then you give it a blood healing thing just to... And now the lights are on. And we can go for the elevator. And then fall. Well, no, actually not fall. Just... Yeah, we know. We got the message. Again, we're going to be taking a lot of damage. There's a ghost over there. Yes, game, I know. And then there's this pattering sound of footsteps. Let's see. Nothing. But the sound of footsteps. Well, doesn't really matter. No. Dodged. Again, the small items are the most difficult to dodge. And the second child was chopped up like firewood. Very funny. Yes, but no game. So, a very nice, funny picture. Quite beautiful. Truly. Wonderfully built. I'm waiting just a bit inside here so I recover a minimum of health without having to waste the blood. Because... I do wonder, because I never seem to remember properly. Because there is an order to the doors. But this order is... maybe I do need a key of sorts. Oops, made a mistake. Now, let's see. Maybe... Ah, there it is. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, and there's the ghost again. Now, there are arguably two ghosts. Ghost lady and ghost man. Yes, spirit. Yes, of course. Hello there, ghost lady. As charming as ever. And you hear the noise of a bar. Hello, people. Anybody in here? No? Well, don't mind if I do pick an extra option. Now, here's the fun thing. You can easily die the moment you step out of this place, because the items just start to pop at random, so you save the game again. This is a very good spot to save a game. Now, see? That's the beginning. Now you can pick the diary, but when that stays closed for a while, and this becomes the safest place you can be in. There we go. And now we stay in here as outside the battle rages. And this is the diary of the dead. Just arrived here at the Ocean House. We have a week-long holiday here in Santa Monica, and Head has booked us a room. A wonderful place, almost magical. First 2 days have been almost perfect. Except that Ed can't seem to stop asking about the locket I received from my mother. He seems to think it was sent to me by some other admirer. He can be sweet, but sometimes his jealousy can get the better of him. Ed seems a little on edge, keeps guessing as to who my new boyfriend is. Silly Ed. Quite a grand affair, the picnic of the hotel. He only brightened up when he was speaking to the groundskeeper. Ed won't speak to me of the children, holding the locket and staring at it. I'm going to send Tiffany downstairs. Ed's covered in blood. And basically, that's the tale. He went mad in a Shining-like way. And then proceeded to kill everyone. Now, we don't know if the locket itself was cursed or not. So, we don't know that. What we do know is that he went mad. Good enough. Went the wrong way. There we go. And in here we go. Now, if I remember correctly, yes, I do. So, it's elevator boonga time. Come on! I swear, that was the easiest thing to do. The easiest. Come on. That was literally the easiest thing to do. There were thousands of more difficult things I went through with a breeze, and that was the easiest one. The easiest. But basically, we have to get through this door, but not until he comes by and actually opens it, so we have to wait a bit. And we're fake reading the diary. I know he's coming. Gods, I know. Because basically for a while the objects in the kitchen just jump around. And only after they've jumped around for a while do you actually get the open door. There we go. Alright, now, can we actually manage this time around? Please, it's a very simple thing. You just have to jump. Be careful. Oh, I am careful. It's the game that doesn't cooperate. There we go. Screw you. I'll get your axe. Yes, I know. Now parkour. Oh, I actually managed this. Which again is one of the difficult parts of a game. Sometimes I wonder, game, do you hate me? Do you love me? Are you tsundere for me? Because if you're tsundere for me, it's beneath your abilities. And that's exactly why when you get a tome, you should use it. Because you never know when you get something that's below your abilities, and then it's worthless. Doom, de doom. And the vase. Murders unsolved. I mean, we do know it was the father. Let's see. I guess the moment we go back. Alright, no, it was the opposite way. Come on! With the vase of all things? Game, why? Hey, ghastly lady. No. Missed me. But you kind of blocked me on the... I hate you. Yeah, so basically, you start taking a furious amount of damage. So you take a chill break in the bathroom and you cry and you think, why, game, are you doing this to me? Am I not beautiful enough for you? Why must you hurt me so? And you step in here, you find an empty thing. Because why would it not be empty? So game, parkour session number 2, begin. Spooky Mansion. Again, the game is very nice, but it follows the engine of Half-Life. So the jumping is as great as grating your face against magical flames of death and doom. Magical flames of death and doom. I shall leave you to it. Yep. No. Jump. Run. Dodge. Just go. And this is perhaps the only scene in the game where you see the sun. Because again, you're a vampire and you don't die. Alright, we got the pendant. Now we need to leave. And leaving isn't going to be made easy for us, is it? Well, all that you need is to get down to the right level. Then you can leave. If they allow it. Bye! Be nice, goodbye, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss! Shit you not! Goodbye, shitty house! Mansion of death! See you never again! And this is how you do the spooky mansion. Lots of fucking health. It was fast, it was brutal, it was quick. And we're back in the sewers with our most tasty morsels, the rat. Hello, rat. I just want to bring you in for a bite. I'm amazing, I know, my jokes are so on the point. Oh, look! More mice! Thankfully, this is not the tabletop game. Where we actually have a chance of having plague and disease and spreading it. Yeah, no, it's all just in good fun. Well, I'll step out here. Like, any one of these is fine, as long as it brings you out. There we go. Now, let's see, is this the asylum one? Let's see, do you have 6 experience points? Yes, I do. Now, If you want the very best ending, you need to increase seduction. But otherwise, seduction is truly useless. And appearance, again, only increases seduction. And you only need seduction if you want the best ending for the Malkavian twins, but... who cares? It's like haggling. Who cares? At least some stats boost multiple things. Or persuasion, which is incredibly useful, like... Or lockpicking and sneaking, which again, could be quite useful. Just saying. Now, I do not know how they're going to change the focus of the game, but I hope they do something very good with it. I'll put the point in scholarship. And make the points more equally balanced, so... Yeah, always room for... Let's see, do you have a quest? Jumping the veil? No, the ghost sounds at midnight. Explosive beginnings, again, alright. They're all in order, arguably. Spiritual release. Alright, let's go to Therese. The twin-faced daughter of Janus. Oh, you're back!
Get something for you, Chief. There's a juice bar down the street. Calm down, Ace. This isn't that kind of establishment. Get out of line.
Well, seduction also works if you want to bring one of these girls somewhere and drink them. Like, if you pass the... Yeah.
Not in this lifetime.
You actually need the seduction skill. So in the meantime... we're going up. Would you look at that?
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
All of myself am intoxicated with you, white mistress. I seek the dark daughter, she of obsidian.
Really?
But I go with
Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't.
You know, it's funny because she has a blue and a green eye, but her sister, air quotes, has double blue eyes. Like bingo without the chips. Just take me to your sister.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
I can speak only with your other face, daughter of Janus.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
Your sister only receives this
I'm not
treasure.
just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sister's made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
Oh, you stole the words from my head. Hold on to the knowledge that you mean nothing to me. I seek not to harm your heart. Take this little offering.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
My heart is open, but your hand will not contain
Do you
your desire.
understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
Forgiveness, white daughter, but this is for the other
Fine,
only.
you hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
The girlish charade annoys me.
Do you know
Speak to her.
Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city, and we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
It's the worm I need to see.
I thought we went over this. Therese isn't here. Until he hears it from her, Bertram's like a windshield in the deep blue sea. Invisible.
I will wander no further once this is finished.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
I will not destroy the brainchild of another. Farewell. I mean, I could answer that. If I did that, well... Because what's coming up is a mission where you have to fight. And we're not a fighting guy. We are anything but a fighter. We're the absolute non-fighter of existence. I will not destroy the brainchild of another.
Pretty please. For me.
I cannot kill paintings. It is my weakness. Farewell. Or worn down, I submit to you, white mistress. Like, the thing is, we then have to fight a bloody titan, which is a freaking pain. And I don't think we have the skills to do it. I mean, we'll do it anyway.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
We will. And then we'll be back for you. Because I already know it's gonna end badly. But I kind of guessed that if I refuse, I'd have to fight her and...
I smell rancid brain.
Yes, it's the one you came out from, Whisper. Again, it's the one you came out from. So we do have multiple ways inside the damn place. Some are easier than others. Some more complicated. Some easier. First of all, let's get there actually. So... we don't even have armor, so it's gonna be fun. Like pulling a tooth out. Painfully. Without sedation. When there's an abscess ongoing.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask you to vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Your mind will shatter on the hollowness of your life.
No, it can't be. I'm useless. I'm completely useless.
Flowing fat will ferment your furrows. And yeah, he's basically done for it. Like, of course, there was the other option, but with enough strength. Yeah, you're not. You could have moved, but you need to be stronger. Now we have half blood. It should arguably be enough. I'll drink a blood pack. Now here comes the fun part. We get the experience point. We have 2, so it's useless. Now the paintings need to be slashed in order, and we can steal the charity box. We do lose humanity. I'm waiting on it. Come on. Yep, but we had more points for a reason. So, now it's time to slash the painting. So, Cain spurns Lilith. Cain cursed by God. Cain meets Lilith. So, Cain slays Abel. He is first cursed by God. He then meets Lilith. And finally, he spurns her. And now it begins. Now, this guy is bad news. And he fights very hard. Oh, come on! Isn't Obfuscate active? No? Seriously? Well. I guess they weakened him in the... He used to be a brutal monster in... Wait. Why is he moving like that? I don't know, but I'll take it. Come on! When I guess he gets stronger the more. Oh, come on! No, you're doing... There we go. I'm gonna need a lot of blood when I'm done here. And I'm not a fighter, so... There we go. How I hate my life. There we go. Quest completed, we got 5 points. Now we can of course spend them somewhere. Firearms, stealth, dodge would require more. Roll, dexterity, stamina, strength. I mean, we do kind of need the melee attack to be high. Because, you know, the melee combat is strength and melee. Now we can go firearms. Well. Time to step out. And now we can head back where we will receive anything but happiness and friendship everlasting. Because if you are expecting this to be the kind of game where you do get happiness and friendship everlasting, then no, you don't. This is not that kind of game. I mean, it can end up being less bad than you thought, but at the same time, it will never be as good as you think it's going to be. So let's head back and get our reward. I think this is the one time where you get both the sisters in the same room at once. Of course, the Malkavian gets it immediately. And even though the sisters do not understand that he knows, he does know.
You. What were you thinking?
About?
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Wait.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
I don't know what your lips are saying.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I have brought you the costly bauble and old words.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes, the worm is
There's
withering.
only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
I tire of the mendacities of Janus' daughters. How might this deed be done? I said she of the greatest power.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
And, like, we both... Ah, you're off to sleep. Good night, Sage. This is more convoluted than my psyche. I will find her, and then we finish this.
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Done and done.
I need to speak to Jeanette.
I feel you, but there's a mirror over there. Just need to take that one. She's actually sending us into a trap, and then she's going to have her goons shoot us. Like, that's kind of what she's going to be doing. Why are you crying? Voice in my head.
What?
Blood is very important to the kindred, for it is both the crux of their existence and the seat of their power. Mortal food, air, and love, they're all meaningless to a vampire. Now, we step inside, we start a fight with some goons. We're gonna be saving the game. And in we go. And who would have thought? I think one of them has a shotgun. Probably. So what you do... And then you go... I am not there. No.
Hey, stop now.
Yeah, the reason I'm killing him first is because he does have a shotgun. And I really do not want to meddle with... Just let the blood heal work.
Hey, where you going, man?
There we go. Well, that was it for the... Oh, I need a blood heal. Need to stay behind cover. Right. It's another one gone. And that's the third one. Do not worry, citizens. Everything is under control. Hello.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her design. so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business.
She's crazy! Help!
I mean, I already know we're both in the same place. Like, I also don't even have enough blood. Well, only one way to solve this. With the power of money. Hello there.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
Affirmative.
Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Walk this way. So we're gonna go in there. It's a dark tunnel. Not dark enough, I guess. Well.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
There's literally something. Let's go there first, because that guy is definitely not. No.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Sure. I guess it's the spiky hair that does it. And there we go. No point in killing them, I just needed blood replenished. And now I'm back into the asylum.
Nice night out, huh?
Maya watch. I'll scream.
Come on. Time to go up and finish this once and for all. So, we cannot manage a perfect ending. We would have needed seduction. We don't have that.
You stay out of this. To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear! Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Well, they're both the same person. What strange fate twists befall us.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
And now, basically, you have to pick who you want to continue the thing, and you have to balance it out.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
And basically...
That's right, Jeanette. No one wants to hear your lies. I was the good girl. You were the wicked one. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me. Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
So, white, black, white, So I gave one to her, one to her, now I should give one to the other one. Well, let's go with
She's a
one.
control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Yes, the Dark One called down the Reaper
Therese
on
will
me.
never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
So, 1, 2, 1, 2. And what of Janus, White Mistress? Or what of Janus, Dark Daughter? One or the other. So I'll go with the Dark
I was
Daughter.
always good to Father, but Jeanette made him miserable. Over the years, it all became too much for him. I think she broke his heart, so he killed himself right in our room. Killed himself? Therese! You placed his finger on the trigger once you blew his mind all over the silly clown wallpaper. Right after he found me in your bed and thought I was you. He was always angry at you. You drove him to drink. When he died, he was in torment. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
A dark deed for a Dark Daughter, not to be believed. Or I don't believe in your hollow words, White Daughter. Well, a dark deed for the Dark Daughter, not to be believed. It's 1 and 1, I guess. Yeah.
The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Well, of course, there's no good option here. The white must come to an end, grab the boomstick, give me the boomstick. And then I guess the one who wins should be the strict one.
I should turn this on you next, but I won't.
Yep.
Without Jeanette's assistance. Tongue, you're no threat. I'll call off the feud if that will get you out of my city.
This is acceptable. Yep. Now, arguably you can get
Tongue's hiding out in an abandoned oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him that one condition of a truce is that he help you. Our business then is finally complete. What you witnessed here, not a word to anyone.
I understand, and I am gone. You do need seduction, because you basically have to seduce the white one and persuade the other one, and then have both very high and do stuff. But basically, if you play a Ventru with high charisma, you can do it. If you play anything else, who puts skills anywhere else, who cares? Now we can go talk with Tongue. Tung. We have 11 points. Ooh. Should perhaps increase some of this. We could increase intelligence, probably. Could try to bring persuasion up. We have it at 5. But at this point, perception is more important. And then don't need anything else, and at 3 we cannot do anything else, so I'll do it this way. Then we'll go talk with Tongue, who, if you remember, we have repeatedly mentioned he was in the Swirly water.
Streets walk lead to the final.
Cause the cistern is where he was at. Hello, ugly one.
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, huh?
It festered in your brain as I looked for you.
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted.
Nasty dude.
Nasty dude? Hey, I may not be a looker, kid, but you better start showing some respect. 'Cause I could squash you like a freaking bug if my panties get all bunched up. You got it?
No, your nastiness was shown to me by the little golden ghoul.
Oh shit, I'm Malkavian. And you ran into Knox, too? You guys must have had quite a conversation. Not a working brain cell between the two of you. Oh well.
Aww. Bertram Tongue, the nasty dude.
The one and only. Don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
Then you know more than I do.
News travels down the Kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
And survive I did.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I seek a strange house of wares, or nasty dude. For the winged one, you know?
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Secrets, sorrow, and sickness. Tell me of the Sabbat.
The Sabbat. Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all monsters, like it or not. I'm not going to say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
Yes. Some tend to live longer, though, and those are the problem. What of the hapless humans?
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
And do they know the Dark Masters?
Yeah. The Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the masquerade.
Can you bring me there with shows of air and fevers?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Light the way for me when I wake tomorrow evening, your dudeness. And we're off to a warehouse, which is far less terrifying than you might expect it to be. If nothing else, it's a comfy place of love and friendship and humans who are thankfully not vampires. Sneaky, sneaky, kill the human. He is evil and he'll die. Well, not saying no to guns. Who would say no to guns? Not me. Now the howling is normal. It's actually a foreshadowing. Because only certain things howl. So this guy, innocent. It's not that nobody cares, but...
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight? Foxes all in everyone's face and shit.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in. Some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? We get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know. Marcus is tense as a motherfucker. Maybe you heard something.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, but keep your fucking eyes open. Someone better tell those clowns in the freight house to quit playing cards before Marcus comes out and starts peeling fucking caps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So, let's let them move. But apparently they do not move. Well, if they do not move, we'll just move next to them. Very, very quietly. While the obfuscate still lasts. And now we decide to move. Well, as long as I'm still. But, well, they just swapped positions. That is not what you call moving. Alright. Only reason I'm heading back there. There we go. Because I saw an item. Which is a lockpick. Which we kind of don't need, but you never know. Stealth, stealth, stealthy stealth. Call the stealth away. If you're stealthing all the way, stealth and then
where you going, man?
You'll pay. I'm not here. Again. The feeding does depend on so the feeding does depend also on your melee skill. So if you have low melee, it doesn't really matter how good you are. Which actually brings me to a point: how much security do I need? Yeah, no. Sneaking. Well, why not? Ah, damn it. I made the mistake of standing back up. Because indeed, sometimes you just get itchy fingers and you have to push the button you're not meant to push. But yeah, Obfuscate does make life awfully easier when you're... Also keeps them neat and unworried. Now this stairway that doesn't lead down. Well. Now if you're a gangrel or a fighter, you can do this by fighting your way through, and that's pretty much all there is. Now, let us... Well, that was not what I was expecting. I might have made a mistake. Who doesn't, huh? I guess anyway we would have had to open our path. But I guess... I guess it's kind of funny how all of my stealth attempts always end up... No. What? Oh, I managed to actually get a sip in. Alright. Now, isn't this funny? History has a way of repeating itself. And if we don't stop violence destruction now, when will it end? And a voice that is meant to be heard. Very nice. So I do have to plant the astrolite here. But of course, after I plant it, I have to run. No questions asked. Just run. And that guy comes in like a wrecking ball, and we run out like a bigger wrecking ball, and we don't stop running. Why am I lockpicking this? Because I'm stupid, I guess. Yep. See? I knew I was stupid. Ah, that's fine. We're leaving. If we can manage the feat of leaving, of course, because... Never know. Again? No. I said no. What part of no did you not understand, child? The no or the freaking no? There we go. Just run. We are not fighters. We fight bad. We fight very bad. Just run. There we go.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
Hello. Ah, werewolf!
Not experienced much in the creatures of the night, are you? For future reference, you might keep in mind that werewolves aren't in the habit of introducing themselves.
It depends. Some might. Are you the big bad wolf?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
The Baron's sister is herself to mine's one face on the beach. The blood was thinner than water. I see dead people.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
On the beach, the blood was
Thin
thinner
bloods.
than water.
They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred, hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
The Baron's sister is a
Something to look forward to, eh?
All I care to share.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one, and be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Goodbye, wolf. I mean, yeah, tough shit. I just blew up a warehouse. Of course I'm gonna be haunted by them. I'm the expendable one. I think the prince didn't even believe I'd manage this.
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Do you know of Beckett, the noble savage?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
We traded words.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. But that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Ah, I seek to pull questions from your bubbling
What do
dome.
you need?
Was the wolf Janus' daughter burning as
Janus's daughter? What the... Oh, Janus. The two-faced god? You mean Therese Vorman. Oh man, you Malkavians are really messed up. Anyway, that was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Did you know that Janus' daughter shared the same skin?
I had my suspicions. What an interesting specimen. But a pain in my dead ass for sure.
To my ear, it sounded like a devilish dog
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
I think Nasty Dude is drawn to the Queen of
Yeah,
Drama.
no kidding. Now that the Gamarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Is the task beyond your nasty self?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
Well, I still seek
Like
to pull
what?
questions. You know things about someone, but I do not.
Sure.
The Jester Prince.
Chester. You call him LaCroix a Chester? You'd better watch that, fledgling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Shine the light on the clans. They mystify the Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Well, I leave you to your black baths. Farewell. And now we leave. And we must report downtown, but we cannot do that without a mean of transportation. You don't even have any blood, arguably. And would you look at that? A cabbie. Meant just for us.
Where to?
Not here. Downtown. We don't actually get to talk to the cab driver in the beginning, I guess, so. And of course, we're left in the most horrible place of them all, and we get walked. Because clearly, why not? We are as dumb as a bag of bricks.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Huh, Lick?
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet.
Breaking the fourth wall just like that. And
Son of a
down.
bitch!
Again, it's a blow to the head.
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
That's a grenade.
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort.
He literally...
Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
I was about to destroy them. Well, what happened to 1 through 8?
Same thing that happens to a lot of anarchs, Malk. But you already know that somehow, don't you? Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Your face is familiar. Do you have your own
Kid,
cereal?
I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I like stories.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Maybe, or maybe not. And fade to black. Well, well, well.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
Hotel Foxtrot.
And well. And this, Cabby, this is where you should have left me, not in the middle of freaking nowhere. This here, this big tower, this thing, which I cannot access because it was this place you should have left me. This one was Ventro Tower. And with these last words, we'll finish it off here. I'll just save the game because it is late and I have sleep to get to. So that will be all for tonight. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed. If you missed some of my beautiful renditions of the answers, just look for them on YouTube later on. And that's all. See you all next time.